Hi, welcome to Ergo Everything, where we discuss RSI solutions for computer users. Today, I am here to give an update on the trigger point therapy. So I gave a 1-month update, now it's 3 months, and it's not really a progress update because I haven't had any progress. The results I got are the results I got. There are some things I just want to clarify though. Number one is that you don't have to keep doing trigger point therapy forever. I did it 2 hours a day for a month, and then I continued to do a little bit for a couple more weeks, so I did a total of 1.5 months, and then I stopped the trigger point therapy altogether, and my symptoms did not come back. So it is seemingly a pretty short-term commitment, and then the results are permanent. I also want to make it clear that trigger point therapy is not a miracle cure. Now, I think I did make that pretty clear in the first video, but I was still getting the impression that that is the impression people were getting. And I did share a separate video of someone's success story with trigger point therapy where they claimed it was 100% cure. And depending on what your condition actually is and how serious it is, maybe it's a 100% cure for some people. For me, that was not the case. So I just want to make it very clear that while this has been the most helpful modality for healing my RSI that I have tried, and I did go from having constant nerve pain that was always present to now it's 100% gone, except if I type it'll come back. So also I have other issues it didn't help with, but I just want that to be very clear that it was very helpful. I'm not saying it's 100% cure for anyone, and I don't want to set that expectation. How it worked for me is that initially when I would do the massage, I would get immediate relief. Not necessarily 100% free of nerve pain relief right away, but it was definitely a very obvious sense of relief. And then that sense of relief would disappear after 6 hours or so. And then every day as I continue to do the massage, that time period would just expand. At one point during the month, I just got lazy and busy and I skipped 3 days. And at that point, later in the month, it took 3 days for the pain to come back. And of course, eventually after the month and a half, I just haven't done it since and haven't had any nerve pain come up. I do also want to point out that while my nerve pain, so this was just something that happened during the treatment, but during the treatment, my pain went away, but then I also got these weird, I call them transitional pains. So I started getting I would just occasionally have a sharp pain when I bent this way, which I didn't have before. And I would get pain at the very tip of my pinkies. And that was new pain, but that also went away. That little pain at the tip of my pinkies, that probably took 2 months from the start of treatment to fully go away. So actually when I stopped the treatment, I did, I guess, technically continue to get better because that little shifting pain, I want to call it shifting pain because I think a lot of things were shifting around for the nerves. But yeah, at this point, no nerve pain unless I try to type with these fingers. And if you have little weird sensations that come up as you're doing the treatment, that does seem to just be a normal part of the treatment. The last thing I want to address is some confusion about the massage itself. So I made a comment about putting 4 hours a day into the massage, and it was kind of confusing. I meant 2 hours I was reading the book, and 2 hours I was doing the massage. So I was really only massaging for 2 hours a day. Additionally, there seemed to be some confusion. Some people thought that they really just needed to massage the part of their body that hurts. If you just massage the hand and wrist and forearm, for me, that is not what did it at all. RSI for everyone, regardless of what condition you have, seems to be very tied to the upper body, shoulder, neck area, because we kind of slouch when we're using our keyboards or kind of roll, we do that thing. And so massaging the neck muscles was the most important thing for me. And then I also think it's very important to massage the pecs, the trapezius, and kind of like the upper back. Don't massage the area between the scapula because those muscles are already like really weak and they just really don't need to be massaged. It'll make them weaker. And then like you can kind of massage like kind of like the front of the armpit for the pec and like kind of like the back of the armpit for like the latissimus dorsi. Those are like basically this whole upper area, very important to massage, the most important thing to massage, I think. And then if you want to massage into the arm itself, that can be great too. But definitely do not skip out on all of this up here. I also heard a lot of people talking about trigger point massage and saying I can't do it because using my hands to like do the massage will trigger a flare up and cause pain for me. And that's a totally valid concern. However, you really don't have to use your hands to massage hardly at all. Mostly I use that little bit of wall right there and a racquetball. I also got some like large bouncy balls because sometimes you need to like be able to penetrate a little bit deeper. But you can do almost all the massage against the wall. The only thing you really can't do is the neck, and you can use a Sharpie. And instead of just like using your hands to push into your neck, which will wear out your hands really fast, you can find the spots that hurt, and then you can take the Sharpie and like put it over that spot. And then using both your hands, you can kind of put pressure on with the one hand, and then use the other hand to actually move the tip around. Massaging the kind of the top of the traps is really the only part where I found I had to use my hands. I would use the stick thing, and that is pretty tiring for your hands. You can also kind of use the pen and like push down a little bit when you're like lying down. But yeah, there's definitely ways to do it without using your hands, without exhausting your hands, which is a real concern. So I've decided that because there is this confusion about what to massage, how to massage it without hurting your hands, that I am going to try to make some how-to videos on how to massage the different parts of the body. I don't really want to make these videos because I just don't feel qualified. I really wish there was a doctor out there somewhere who was making these videos and I could just point you in that direction, but I cannot find anything, so I'm going to make some videos. It's going to take me about a month. If you're interested and you want to see those videos, first of all, know that it's just me telling you what worked for me and that I'm not a doctor. But if you would like to see those videos, feel free to subscribe. But I just want to give this update to just make sure I'm clarifying everything and also let you know that the results did stick and have been great for me. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.